calling the unit Pascal Hanuman. Directive, visit, priority, ahead of the queue, purpose, discontinuing the cycle. It is followed by a set of coordinates. According to my data, the lost sacred vessel Hermetico is the flagship, headquarters, and last confirmed location of Archmagos Amarnat. I hereby request permission to immediately embark on an expedition. Pascal, why are you being summoned to that ship? No data available. No hypotheses are available. The justification is irrelevant. If the Blessed Amarnat summons me, I must comply with the directive. Chart the course. I am coming, Mentor. The Lord Captain and his crew have lost track of how much time they have spent in the warp jump. The vessel itself, the groaning of the bulkheads, the Voxmaster's reports, it all happened so many times before that it would happen yet again. No matter what occurred, the officers could not shake the feeling they were running in circles, as if the voyage across the Sea of Souls would be eternal. Routine actions blended into grey nothingness and filled the crew's hearts with anguish. Many members considered submitting to the mercy of the chaotic power outside. Days went by, but the navigator did not give the order to leave the Immaterium. Willpower 100%. Heed your inner voice. The Lord Captain's insight pierced through the mind-numbing haze. It appeared that the ship's astropaths and navigator had been sounding the alarm, but their messages had been ignored. Their combined efforts finally broke the time loop and released the vessel from the Empyrean's embrace. The warp never tires of its cruel mockery. I really thought those two were going to be connected. Alright, let's see what's in this system. 4 worlds. Ice World and Prometheum. Do I want to get the Prometheum? I've got 10 of that. I've got 4 Extractiums. Sure, we're low on that. What? Okay. Ice World. Oh, the PTSD. There's some nasty stuff here. A fragment of ship plating bearing unholy symbols. It seems the vessel was shot over the planet and some of the debris reached the surface.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Oh, there will be no peace
It is a mine.
in my wake.
Just as he ordained.
Awesome. Well,
What
they
torments
didn't
you?
spot that one.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Chaos Space Marine. I love how my dog is right there in his face.
Thank Russ for my sharp senses.
Just as I was taught.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Kind of surprised we're not in combat yet.
Oh, Lord,
There we go.
spectacle of your demise.
The disgrace of Monarchia will be avenged.
I don't know what you're talking about, my guy. Oh, there it is. That's the reason I had PTSD here. Alright, we need Heinrichs near the middle of the group. Alright. Give a action to Heinrichs. Regen everyone. For warning everyone.
Isn't this a job for the
Frontline.
serfs? I am a navigator,
Backline.
not a servitor.
Stronghold stratagem.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Woo! Wait. Okay, it's cultists up there. Wait, what? Oh, this is a three-way fight. The cultists are shooting at the Hellbrute. Alright, go here. Use the horn. Run and gun.
Fight of death. See how the wolf succeeds. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument. So it shall be. I hunger for battle. Wolves reign.
Alright, give him
Am I
another
getting
action.
paid for this?
That one's done.
Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks.
Alright, Cabela. Can't really do much with those few actions.
Commands are more pleasant to give than to follow. Tell me that it is done. You jest, surely.
Alright, Muck's turn. Get here to block the hallway.
Fire.
Taunt. Oh, wait, I just realized if I do that, then he's not gonna get hit by the buffs. So I need to back up.
A genius.
Okay, we gotta keep him with the... Okay, we got the taunt off, but we gotta keep him with the group until the buffs are done. Okay. Iron Arm. Resolve. Heal. Warp Speed.
For the throne's glory.
That's...
Let's see to it. Naturally.
Okay, there we go. That's all the buffs. Alright, Cabela. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Dot everyone on the map.
As the tenets demand. Trust me. As honor ordains. A dance of brilliance and shadows.
Oh my god. I did not expect her to hit him that hard. She just exploded a Space Marine. Okay.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. If I may.
Curse on him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'll paint your death in colors.
I challenge you, Damget. Come. Feel the icy bite.
Oh, he just killed my servo skull by accident.
So I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument. See how the wolf succeeds.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
One blow or 100. I will.
What? How did he die? The Hellbrute was shooting at us, it lagged out, and then he just died. Oh my god. Did they all die from the dots? Jeez. So all of the cultists, I guess, died from the dot everyone ability? I can't even tell what killed the big guy. Okay. Well, it says there's one enemy remaining. Where is he? He's over here.
By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder!
Good lord, that fight went quick. Well then.
What lies beyond?
I feel like last time I was here, that was more difficult.
Blessed angel, I humbly offer you this blood claimed in righteous combat.
Yeah, the...
I accept your gift, Blood Scryer. Use it to inscribe a rune upon my armor, so that it may praise my valor.
The former warehouse of the planet's defenders. The crates marked provisions are empty and the weapons are simple and of poor quality.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
The bodies of the defenders were clearly being prepared for some heinous ritual. Tearing Vengeance. Boots of Decay. Each time the wearer uses major psychic power, all enemies in their line of sight lose 30% deflection until the start of their next turn.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
That's... The bodies of the defenders seem to have exploded from within. The bodies are dressed in rags and armed with faulty weapons. You notice many handmade aquillas and other symbols of faith.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Okay. Medicae.
The Vizier. Would
By
he
the-
be proud?
By the nature of the injuries, it is clear that the head of this man was literally wrenched off, unscrewed from the body. I think that was supposed to be a hint about the Hellbrute, but I didn't see it until before killing the Hellbrute. That seriously might be the most effective the was it Carnival of Misery might have ever been. Like just the fact that the enemies were so spread out, they were all over the place, and then they all just died in one turn. Plasteel, nope. Plasteel again, good lord. And nothing there. Okay. Back out to the big mount. Okay. Let's take a look here. Go to Footfall. Talk to Janris Danrock on the bridge. Find Salus Prime. Find System Speculo. Have I found that system yet? Wait, Wraith Tawi. I saw that name mentioned a second ago. What was that? Okay. So that is one of them. Smargas must perform the ritual. I don't know what that is, perform the ritual. Okay, so I need to go to the bridge and talk to Janus. So, in our last session, Cabela had a vision that for her to be forgiven for her transgression, she had to take out this assassination target. But we have no idea who the guy is. Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance? I want to transport some goods. Let's see. Navy. Sunhammer Lance Battery. Torpedo tubes. Fellowship of the Void. Let's see. Staff of Endless Flame, Extraordinary Gloves. Needle Pistol, Melted Charge, Old Shield. How's everyone? What's up, Daisuke? Don't we need that? Alright, Kazbalika. Commissar Boots. Whenever the wearer chooses an ally's targeted ability, the wearer immediately gains 1 MP. Purple Visor. Precise Bolter, 15 to 21. And scoop that up. Explorators. Okay, and Jerusians. Camaraderie Badge. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with melee, the wearer's nearest ally gains 6 temp wounds. Deathworld Origin Enforcer like Carapace. Armor of the Final Threshold. Okay. Alright. Generous again. I must locate someone named Nike Erebus. Find whatever information you can. Erebus. The clan name is familiar. If I may ask your lordship to give me a little time, the flagship's archives being as vast as they are, I will spare no effort in finding Naki Erebus as soon as possible. Time passed 15 minutes. The high factotum pokes a triumphant finger at the data slate. I found them, your lordship. The Erebus family are a lesser Voidborn clan. They've served in the boarding teams for many generations, spilling blood in the name of the dynasty. In the service of her ladyship Theodora, Erebuses displayed impeccable heroism on several occasions. Unfortunately, the clan was all but wiped out 2 decades ago during a confrontation with enemies of humanity. For their valor and sacrifice, Lady Theodora granted the surviving members of the clan noble estate privileges and the right to settle on the capital world. It is not common for a Voidborn to settle on a planet. Gravity is merciless to the Voidborn, but that does not mean they are incapable of adapting to it. Living on the capital world is a reward worth putting in the effort for. And what about Naki Erebus? The name Naki appears in reports. At least a dozen different women bore it over several centuries, but there's no data on any living person with that name. The head of the Erebus family would likely have more information about the past 2 decades of their clan's history on Dargonis. What if we find out Cabela is Naki? Like, it's her past life or something, and she doesn't even remember. That would be wild. Muck making me reconsider installing Eve. Oh, so yeah, that was an interesting thing. So, chat, I was talking with someone about a potential sponsored stream. And I do want to stress sponsored stream, right? Like, one sitting. For the game EVE Online. And I have heard stuff about it, some positive, some negative. And I wasn't really sure what to think, you know? I mean, money's great and all, but I want to make sure I don't do something everybody's going to hate me for. So I asked on the Discord, and I said, you know, how do we feel about EVE Online? You know, is it okay rep, poor rep, whatever? And I kind of did like a little poll. And right now it's almost even as far as the reply. So, yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. Now, even if I accept, that's not a guarantee that I'm going to get the sponsorship. But it's basically like throwing my name in a hat for a chance at it. And I wasn't sure if I should or not. I know it's a game that's sci-fi, there's big spaceships, and I know people spend real money on it. I know people will like buy spaceships using real cash and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm welcoming feedback on that because, you know, money's great and sponsored streams are wonderful for, you know, paying the bills, getting the bag, all that stuff. But I want to make sure I don't do something that's, you know, super distasteful or something. Let's see. The name Naki appears in reports. At least a dozen different women board over several centuries. But there's no data on any living person with that name. The head of the Erebus family will likely have more information about the past 2 decades of their clan's history on Dargonis. I must go to Dargonis. I will send the dynasty's representative on the capital world an instruction to summon the Erebus family to the palace. Okay. Alright. It's like the Black Desert of spaceships. I mean, I don't really consider BDO to be... I mean, yeah, it's absolutely got some, spend money for advantage mechanics, but I don't consider it to be, like... What are some bad stuff? You know, super predatory. I don't consider BDO to be, like... You know, like, they're using AI art or anything like that, you know? Like, yeah, you can spend money on the shop, but they're very open about it. Not that I've ever done a sponsored stream from them, I'm just saying, I've played that one, so. An auxiliary generator chamber on the artillery deck was overgrown with thick stems of some thorny plant. The Voidsmen reported the vegetation throbbing and sighing, and when they tried to lop off an offshoot, the cuts started oozing a disgusting pus. Some officers claimed to have heard someone trapped among the thorns. The desperate weeping of a woman's voice echoed from inside the compartment. Willpower 100%. Send a flamethrower squad? The flame has been reluctant to take hold, barely flickering on the thorny vines at first. The warp creature begged endlessly for mercy, its soft voice full of genuine suffering, but the God Emperor protects his servants. When the vile spawn caught fire at last, only its oily ashes were left behind. We got jumped. Okay. Gotta go deal with this. Eve is the same, you just spend money for faster grind, it's just that.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread. Let us rise up to that storm!
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's see to it.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Out of my way!
Ow.
Skitcha! My Karabatai is strong! Serve the ruinous powers! Fight like a power in trees! We'll
Don't frighten me!
Is that all you've got? The fair-hungry come.
Oh, is it bugged again?
Wolves reign. I don't like.
Nope, there we go. Alright, it's working now.
None can do this. I will carve runes out of your bones. Reek of cowardice. Bite like a palm.
Schemes within schemes.
Alright, taunted those two.
A wicked thought.
Dog can take that one down.
Let's see.
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Cops play. In disgrace. My instincts tell me to refuse. The wolf side. Badass. See how the wolf succeeds. Carve runes out of your bones. So shall it die in disgrace. Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks.
Oh, I can't move back this turn? Shoot.
None can do this better than a warrior
Okay.
of the All-Father.
If I may.
Heinrich still hasn't had a turn.
Let not the righteous fear. May their blades be sharp.
Vengeance will be swift. For the throne's glory. But of course, Lord Captain.
Killing brings me
There
no
we go.
pleasure.
Buffs are done, finally. Now that the fight's almost over.
Death is a blessing.
Okay, the last one died from dots. Okay.
What lies beyond?
And it should auto-loot the... Yeah, there we go. Cool. I think I'm going to start this game soon. This will be my first dip into 40k universe. I'm scared. What's up, Intrudin? Intrudin, I just got into Warhammer stuff like a year or two ago, maybe 2 years at this point. And since then, I've played like half a dozen of their games. I've really enjoyed it. This game, I think, is a decent choice for diving into the fantasy of this for the first time. There's a lot of tooltips in it. It's like when they're talking about stuff, it'll be like, you know, certain words that are bolded, and you can mouse over those words, and it'll pop up a tooltip and give you more information. I think this is a pretty solid choice for a first-timer who doesn't know anything about the universe, if you're interested. Okay, so we need to go boop, boop around here. We need to do whatever that is. Perform the ritual. We also need to go do Dargonis, which is up there. We need to go over there as well. Got a few different places to go. Safe jump, nice. This one's green, should guaranteed be safe. And this one's orange, so this one might be dangerous. Oh. Entry A2014866610. Chronometer turns since the incident. Witness Hideon 001100101. You claim that you left the Sanctum Navis on the Lady Navigator's orders. Hideon. Affirmative. This unit acted in accordance with Maintenance Protocol TRN 08353. Step 1. Sense the sacred mechanisms for the duration of 15 chronometer turns. Step 2. Enforcer. You failed to inform the bridge about the imminent jump. I want to know why. Hide. Data unavailable. The Lady Navigator ordered that she be connected to the Void Ship, but she did not order the preparation of the machine spirits for warp translation. Cause. A ritual that cannot be identified by this unit's capabilities. This unit received the command to interrupt Protocol TRN and exit the Sanctum Navis. 30 chronometers since the incident. Servant. No more, not the fingers. Enforcer. I'm gonna break one for every word of a lie I hear coming from your mouth. Now talk. Please, you have to believe me. All we did was prepare the canvas and mix the Lady Navigator's blood into the paints. Then we were told to lock open the shutters so that the Lord Captain could see everything that was going on inside the Sanctum Navis from the observation chambers. And... Grox shit. Armor-glass can't shield you from warp horrors. I swear it on my soul and the Golden Throne, Master Enforcer. The Lady Navigator only wanted to paint a picture for a ritual or some such. That's all I know. She wasn't going to use the power in her eye, but I still got as far away from there as I could. That's all I know, I'm telling you. 50 chronometer turns since the incident. Senior Enforcer. We performed an emergency warp jump, barely activated the Geller field in time, and are now being dragged to throne knows where by an unknown force. The Lady Navigator and the Lord Captain are still unaccounted for. Now tell me one more time, what transpired in the Sanctum Navis? Alright, we got this cool picture here of Cass, and she's painting, but the painting is looking horrifying. Enforcer. I escorted the Lord Captain to the observation chambers and yelled at the servant for leaving the shutters open, but then I was told it was on the rogue trader's orders. We could see the Lady Navigator clearly through the armor glass. She was lost in thought, staring at the canvas in front of her. She looked like she was completely unaware of the world around her. Soon the servants were ordered to leave the Sanctum Navis, and the Lady Navigator picked up her brush. Entranced, she started dragging it across the canvas, painting one image over